Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say a big welcome to all of you. Let's use the next few minutes to welcome our friends, our colleagues, our enemies. Let them know if you have actually registered in this organization, if you know anybody, please tell the person that no matter what he or she is doing, she should spend the next 30 minutes to listen to what we are about to show here. Tell the person that it will benefit him, that it will change the way he thinks, and it will help him to move so fast and forward in this enterprise. My name is Dr KOA. I'm currently lecturing in multiple universities in Africa and in Europe, and it's my pleasure to show you what I did to register 138 people in the project called the Go Back. So please indicate your name, indicate where you connected from, indicate who is your sponsor, indicate all of this. Let us use this few minutes to invite as many people as you can into the studio here, because I'm about to share something that will help all of us to grow in our enterprise. If you have not registered 10 people minimum, by the end of this meeting, you will be clear exactly what to do to move yourself to the apex of the business. So please indicate your name, indicate where you connected from, and then remind everybody in the group page. Let them know that we are live. We are live. We are about to ignite our brains. We are about to uplift our minds. We are about to open. Have you heard of the statement, open-minded? Have you also heard of the statement that if you want to fly with a parachute, you need to open it? Open the parachute. Open it. And that will help you to fly like that. Okay? That will help you to fly. That will help you to be closer in everything that you want to be closer with. So please indicate your name. I want to say a big welcome to Dr. Dorothy Hansen, my superpower lady, the upcoming platinum shareholder of God Backup University, Augustine. Okay, pleasure to meet you. Roland, pleasure to meet you. Mavis, pleasure to meet you. Rosalind, pleasure to meet you. Samuel, nice to have you here. And Tipolash. Tipolash, you know one thing I like about your name, you don't joke with that name. Okay? It doesn't matter what it means, it still means something big to you. So I want to say a big welcome to you. If you have indicated your name, let me know so that I can use that as a way to welcome all of you into the mist of knowledge that is burning right here. Excellence in everything is what makes you super. Do you know that there are people who are mothers, that there are people who are better, good mothers? Are you aware? There are people who are mothers, but there are people who are able to do motherhood in a better way. There is a secret. There are people who are parents. Giving birth to a child does not make you a parent. There is a way to play the role of a parent. Leading a group of people in something does not make you a leader. There is a way in how you lead. Being in an organization like God Backup, okay, does not mean that you will do well simply because you are in the organization. There is a way that you can do to do well. I'm telling you, there is a way. And so for me, wherever I go to, I try to get those at the top there. I fight to get to those at the top there. I battle because I want to know exactly what they do that makes them reach the top of the apex of the zenith of their have to do together. Because you didn't come here to joke. You came here to touch your family's life. You came here to grow your life. You came here to see a difference between your today and your tomorrow. It has to happen. Then by next year, you must have a reason why you joined Gobaka. And so you got to do it well. And the only way you got to do it well is to learn from those doing it well. That's it. I had to learn. I had to learn. There's a guy called Robert Polo. I have to contact people. I have to push myself to get to the top. There's a lady called Stormy Wellington. I need to contact her to teach me because she's making over $2 million in this industry. Look, people are making $2 million every month in this industry. Don't joke with it. Don't joke with it. There is a way. There is a way. You don't just get up and drive a car. There is a way. There is a way. There is a way to drive the car and not have accident. There is a way to eat. You don't eat through the nose, else you will struggle. Even though food is enjoyable, even though the eating is enjoyable, because you have not learned the way to eat the food, you are eating it through your nose, you will not like eating. Because there is a way. There is a way to do everything. Every corner of industry has its role. And that is why I want you, please, to learn how we are going to show you how I got my approach. So I want to say a big welcome once again to Mavis, big welcome to Dorothy, big welcome to Rosalind, big welcome to Samuel. Oh man, big welcome to Teria Prince, big welcome to Teresa, to Felix, to Matilda, to Rose, to Laura, to all of the faces that are here. I want to say a big welcome to all of you. Please tell your friend that we are live and we are starting. Let's begin. Let's begin because today is just, whew, okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, how last time we learned certain things regarding prospecting for a number. You just want the number of a person. You just want the number. Today, once you've gotten the number and you are contacting the person, your goal is not to introduce the person to go back up. And I'm going to show you my way, exactly what I do, the direct and the indirect. If you learn this skill, I guarantee you, you will get a minimum of 10 people by the end of this year. Minimum of 10 people by end of this year. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, you will get them no less than 10 people. You can get even 50 people. Ladies and gentlemen, I have gotten 138 people. It doesn't matter whether you are popular or you are not popular. It doesn't matter whether you are highly educated or least educated. It doesn't matter whether you are rich or poor, black or Hispanic, Asian or African. It doesn't matter. What matters is you have an understanding of where you are. You have an understanding of where you are going. If you know that, you will do well. So when you are doing this business, the first thing you want to do is to be a consultant. Guys, the first problem is that a lot of people think that the people they are talking to are rather doing you a favor. That's a mistake some of us make. We think that if they join us, then they are helping us. No way. And when you do that, when you think like that, it will show in your voice. It will show in the way you talk. It will show. They feel it. They sense it. They see that you need them more than they need you. They sense it. They see it. They feel it. And so you don't want to give the impression to anybody that you need them. I'm going to show you how you do. That's why they don't join you. You see, when I am talking to people, I make it look like I am helping them, not they are helping me. But of course, you got to have something to be able to make them feel that you are helping them. It all comes with the way you talk. But the way you talk comes with the way you have learned. And I'm going to show you 5 steps that will help you to be able to speak like an authority, speak like a consultant. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. If you ask for somebody's name and somebody's mobile phone, and the person gives you his card, okay, the person tells you that this is my card. Normally, you forget the person. You forget looking at the person's face and then you start looking at the card, isn't it? Your focus is on the card. The card speaks for you. The card is an authority of the person. But card is not as important than if you have written a book. Because when you have written a book, you become an author. And the word authority comes from author. The word authority comes from author. So when you have actually written a book, it gives you an authority to speak about that thing. And so when you give that book to the person already respects whatever you're saying. So how you learn will define how you communicate. If you learn something, you will communicate something. If you learn nothing, you will communicate nothing. If you have learned abundantly, you will communicate abundantly. There are few words you will use, and yet the person's head is tingling. The person is, oh gosh, I need to do this. Why? It's because of the command, the authority in which you have speak. But how can you speak with an authority when you have not become an author? And so I'm going to show you that to be able to do this business well, you need to learn some key things. Not the business. No. The business you will learn. But there are certain things you need to become. And that is what a person is looking. You see, people don't, I'll come to that. Okay. So first, let's look at some few questions you can quickly ask the person. Okay. It's not about go back up here. You are asking general question. Do you use any cloud storage like Dropbox, iCloud, or Google Drive? General question that you can ask somebody. The person will say yes. Okay, that's all. Don't go straight and tell the person about go backup. Ignite question. Create question. Do you deal with many data? Has your phone or laptop been full before? Have you ever had to delete some files because of no space on your phone? Ask questions. Ask questions. You see, the thing is that engage more with the person. You see, when a person sees you as someone who knows what you are about, you know what you're about, the person begins to get closer to you. Then you tell the person, I have good news for you, but don't give the good news. Tell the person, I have good news for you. Sometimes I can hold the person in suspense for a whole day. I will not give the good news. There are some people listening to me today. I've registered them and I did that to them because people don't like things quickly. I'm telling you, people buy suspense. They don't buy things immediately. And so if you tell the thing immediately, they will not take it. But if you sell the suspense, they will chase you for the message itself. And that's what I do. I'll tell you when to bring out a suspense. Another kind of questions you can be asking people: what kind of job do you do? What time do you go to work? What time do you close from work? Okay, I go to work at 8 o'clock. I start at work at 9 o'clock, and then I close at 5 o'clock. Okay, fantastic. What time do you sleep? I sleep around 10 o'clock. Okay, great. What do you do between the time you close from work and the time you sleep? What do you do between the time you close from work and the time you sleep? Before that 5 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m., that 5 hours, what do you do? A lot of people don't know what they do. I'm telling you. Then you sell the assessments. I have some good news for you. If the person tells you that, do I even know what I do? You tell the person, don't worry. I have some good news for you. And don't say it that day. Guys, the thing is that when a person is agitated, we are tempted to give it out. I don't give it out. Hold it. Hold the information. Let a person be desirous of the good news you have for the person. Later on, you tell the person, if I could show you a way where you could replace that little time you have for something income generating, okay, would you like to have a look at it? Okay. Now, I'm going to show you some words you should never use in this business. Okay. Don't use certain words. I'm coming to show you. Before you actually talk to a person, after you created a suspense, book a meeting. Book a meeting with a person. Some of you know that I never spoke to you on phone. Okay, most of the time I meet you in person. Let me tell you, people like to be respected. Okay, you send messages across pages. Pa, 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 pa. If they don't respect you, they'll not even bother. They'll not even reply. You send a message. Do you know how the person feels when you send them a message? It's an insult. If you have a wedding and the wedding is important to you, will you actually just send a WhatsApp message to the person? So why would you do the same thing to go backup? Why would you do that if you want someone to later eventually become part of the go back? Why don't you treat that information as special? That's why I don't give it to people. That's why I don't tell them. I hold the suspense. I tell the person, I have good news for you. The person says, what is the good news? I say, hold on. This is important. It's not something I have to say on the phone. It's not something I need to send that. I need us to meet as urgently as you can. This will help you. Who? Even if the person is a minister of state, a member of parliament, or the person is the president, tell the person, I need to see you. It will help you. Take yourself out of the picture. Don't let the person feel that you need him. Tell the person, it will help you. You got a choice. If you want us to meet, let's meet. But this is important. What is it at all? The person said, I'm telling you, this is important. I can't just pick it up. This is big. This is huge. This is gargantuan. I don't have to talk about this on the phone like that. I need to see you. Don't worry. If you don't want to tell me about it, forget it. Then tell the person, all right, that's fair enough. Maybe this is not even for you. Maybe this is not even for you. When the person takes a posture, take a posture. I'm telling you, you chase them. You make it look like you need them. They feel it. They feel it. And because they feel it, they don't want to. So book a meeting. Treat it like a special diet. And there are steps to do the meeting. There are steps to do the meeting. If you don't follow those steps, I tell you, you will always think that people are not responding to you. Because you have given them an initial exposure that you don't possess value, or whatever you claim you have is not important. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen. If you have $1 million to give to someone, and you call the person, hey, I've got something very important for you. And the person says, what is it? I said, no, I need to see you. And you know it's $1 million. You know. And the person says, forget it. If you don't want to tell me what it is, forget it. Will you be worried? Will you be worried that a person doesn't want to get your $1 million? That's the reason. You see, I treat this business like a $1 million. And so if the person doesn't want to meet me, I don't care. And the person senses that. The person senses that in my voice, in my actions, in my everything. And there's a guy, okay, he's registered now. I told him about this. He says, Doc, if you won't tell me, then I don't think that this thing. I said, okay, fair enough, forget it. Then he called back. Doc, are you sure you're still not going to tell me? Hey, you mean you won't still tell me? I said, no, I won't do that. This is special. If you don't want to meet me, forget it. He said, Doc, forget it. After all, what? What is it at all? Then he ended the call. A week later, he called me. Doc, are you still telling me you're still not going to sell? I won't tell you. It's $1 million. Treat it like a special diet. Treat it like a special thing. The thing is that when you treat it like the way it's supposed to be treated, people will respect that. I guarantee you. Okay, so the most important thing is to do a physical meeting. We'll come to a situation where physical meeting is not possible, okay? But that is the ultimate that you want to do. Do a physical meeting, okay? Now, when you have told the person, I have some good news for you. Look, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you some secrets. I will normally go to social media. I don't know the person from anywhere. And then I will tell the person, I have some good news for you. Everybody will ask the question, what is the good news? Use that as a way to engage with the person. Don't give the good news. I'm telling you this. It's a welcoming suspense. You never reveal the good news. If you go and reveal a good news, like go back up to somebody on social media, a stranger you don't know, he is never going to buy you. He just wants to know the good news, but he will never want to buy you. So you got to build a relationship. Okay? And let the good news be on the back of the person's mind that you still have good news for him. So engage with the person. And once you have engaged with the person and now have met the person, what you now do is you tell the person this. Okay? Now, remember, you must meet the person. Most of you whom I have brought, you remember I met you in person. I did the presentation with you. We'll come back to why you are not registering, because you are not doing the presentation yourself. All the time, you want someone to do the presentation for you. And so they don't see value in you. They see value in the person who is doing the presentation. They want you. They want you. They don't know the presenter. They know you. They feel you should be able to deliver because they are following you. They are not following, Chris and Tammy. They are not following Dr. KOA. They are not following, the other presenters. No, they are following you. They got to feel your energy. They got to feel your excitement. They got to feel your leadership. They must feel it. And so you got to polish the meeting and meet them. Now, when you meet them, when it is time to reveal anything about God backup, after you've built all the relationship, never use the following words. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this thing I'm about to tell you, a lot of other leaders might not agree, but I'm telling you, this is what helps me. What I'm about to tell you, this is what has helped me. People hate the word network marketing. They detest it. They hate it. They abhor it. I agree. Our industry is network marketing, but I don't call it network marketing. I don't. People hate that. Do you know what this industry has done to some people? It has destroyed some people's lives. Some people had high hopes because others told them of high hopes. And it has crippled them. They don't trust in it. They know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who told them about this, and yet nothing happened. And so you don't want to use that word in your language. You don't even want to use the word marketing. Let me tell you something that happened today. There was a lady I was speaking to in South Africa. And then when I told her everything, without even mentioning networking, she says, look, this thing is really, really good, but it sounds like MLM. And I did MLM before. It didn't work for me. I brought some people. It didn't really work for me. And blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I said? I said, this is not MLM. That's what I said. This is not network marketing. This is a whole project that is rewarding people and is rewarding me. And then she says, I'm going to be selling. I said, no, I've never sold. That's what I told him. I have never sold. Then the person says, oh, okay, then it means that yours might be different. So tell me about it. I said, no, you have already told me that you are not ready. You are judging the thing before you spoke to me. I'm telling you, this lady was chasing me. I never told her what mine is. Now she's still looking for me to explain what mine is. I'll tell her at my right time. The point is that do not tell people what they want to hear. Switch whatever they think it is to what they think is wrong. So don't use words like business. I don't use words like business. I use business among those who are registered here. Because you see, a lot of people think the word business is fishy. It's cocaine. It's a quote. It's that. And so I don't use words like business. I don't use words like investment. I don't use words like network marketing. What I don't use money making venture. I don't use words like job, opportunity, MLM. Oh, don't go down that path. Because these people, the way their mindset is, if you go and approach them in that manner, they will reject it. What do you say? Project. Project. This project, you see, project carries an idea of something posh. Yes, I know they will come to later know that it is networking. But the thing is that you want to tone down their negative mentality. Because let me tell you, a lot of people I'll give you some idea. I went to a Chinese restaurant some time ago. And when I went to the Chinese restaurant, they served me something. And that something they served me, it was so nice. It was yummy. So I requested for more. I said, look, whatever this thing is, I want more. Guys, I'm telling you, the way the human mind works, the human mind is the most unexplored continent in the universe. So the Chinese guy came and he said, oh, you liked it. Wow. Do you want the big frog or you want the small frog? I said, what? He says, yeah. What you took was small frog. You want the big one or you want the small one? Just by coming to know that this is frog, oh, I almost vomited. You see the human mind? But when I did not know that it was frog, you see the way I enjoyed it? You see the way I embraced it? I wanted more. I wanted more, man. I wanted more because knowledge changes the way we perceive things. This is exactly what happens to a lot of people when it comes to go back up. You see, a lot of people, when it comes to go back up, what they are doing is they are revealing too much when the person doesn't need the too much in the interim. The person needs to hear the basics, the service, the enjoyment in it. The person must have a feeling of what the thing is about instead of having the real taste of how to get it done. And I never took that. I never went to that restaurant ever again. Don't use words like recruit. Don't use words like you bring somebody and somebody brings somebody and somebody brings. Never say that. People hate those terms. I'm telling you. You bring somebody, somebody brings somebody, somebody brings somebody. Straight away, the person forms a negative mentality about it. Use words like, I have this incredible project. Add the word US project. You see, people connect things that are usually from the United States. They attach a bit of credibility to it. There is this US project that I am doing with some people in America, in San Antonio, in Texas. And I think that you would love to see this. What is it? No. This is not the time to give you the details. Let us make an arrangement and meet. You sell the suspense. I'm telling you, this is what I do. Guys, this is what I do. But before we meet, immediately before we meet, I want you to give you a link. So sometimes you might give the person the link. What link? Give your referral link to the person. And tell the person to click. Tell the person that this is free. It's just for you to enter your name and email. What is it for? Just do that. This is going to help you. Remember, you are in charge. Remember, you're in control. And the person really want to know what the good news is. So give it to the person. Don't assume anything negative. Give it to the person. If the person doesn't want to do it, the person doesn't want to do it. And let that person enter his name and email. Do you know what it's going to do? The CEO is going to be emailing the person multiple times, okay? And the person is going to get a lot of information that will make the person see the importance of the power line, and the person is going to be wanting to know more even about it. So the only thing you give to the person is that sometimes some people say, but what if I give it to the person and person goes to the website, the person comes to know that it is MLM. Forget about those details. Leave that for another time. Now, let's move on. Once you meet the person, you got to communicate as someone. So there are several ways you meet a person. I'm just focusing on you. See, when you meet a person, person to person, it adds flavor. It dissipates all doubt. It kills fear. I mean, relative fear. It kills it because the person sees you. Most of you that are registered, you know I met you in person. You remember? I met you in person. We registered. I spoke to you. I explained the thing to you, and then you got it. We'll come back to that explanation because the reason why some people are not yet able to register a lot of people is because they don't even know have the slides. They don't want to have the slides. They don't want to learn the slides. They don't want to present the slides. Okay, so let's move on because I have some key points I want to give you. If you want to talk to the person, this is another way you will speak to somebody who is your warm market. I'm not going to go deep into hot, warm, and cold market, but this is someone who is your warm market. I'm working on the biggest project of my life. See, this thing can go to anybody. But you see, sometimes if you are not known and you are talking to a stranger, don't say this because the stranger doesn't know you. So unless you have built your profile, hope, that one is magnanimous. That profile will speak to you, that profile will serve you, that profile will do a lot of things. So build your profile, build your profile. Please go and check my profile. Check your leader's profile. Check Chris Tony's profile. Check Joel's profile. Your profile must be mwah, because the person will quickly go and check it. You know, one time I was talking to a stranger, and then when I told him that this is what I do, he said, don't talk. I've already checked on you. I already know who you are. I've gone to dig on you. I have about 6 websites in front of me that is looking at you. I see your picture. I see you. I know you. I know your family. I know you. Finished. I am sold. Are you known? If I Google your name today, who knows you? If you have built your profile on social media, just on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, that's enough. The moment somebody types you, the person some of you are hiding. How can you hide and be a millionaire? Please, nobody becomes a secret billionaire. You can't hide. So if you ever want to get to a billionaire, a millionaire, a thousandaire, whatever, you can't hide. You can't hide. Okay. So I'm working on the biggest project of my life with some successful people all around the world. It has been very exciting. It's been helping out tons and tons of people, man. It's usually more of an inclusive offer, and I never do this first time. I don't do that. But if you like to know more, you see, you're not telling the person the details. You don't even know. The person doesn't even know what the whole thing is about. If you like to know more about the system we have in place and how you can partner with it, I could show you. I could certainly get you some information and tell you about it. Or I can even let one of the experts tell you about it. How about that? You got to be excited. You got to reveal, but not reveal. Do you get a point? You got to reveal, but don't reveal. You got to hold the suspense. People like what they don't know. I'm telling you. People always like what they don't know. Type it there. People like what they don't know. People want to know what they don't know. Once they get to know, they must know it at the right place, at the right time, in the right moment. That is why you invite them. That's why I could have done a Zoom with a person, but I don't do it. I meet you person to person. Do you know why people want to worship together in person? Do you know why people want to meet together? Do you know why people were not happy with COVID-19? Because you got energy begets energy. You see, the way I'm talking right now, you are getting excited, you're getting energy. But I'm telling you, if you're standing in front of me, if you should hear me talk person to person, you'll be sweating, even though you are not the one talking. When you meet a person in person, it changes the atmosphere. The atmosphere is charged. The belief system is high. The fear is dampened. The hope is high. And that is the thing that you want to do. Meet people in person, give them respect, and they will give you respect. They will listen to you. If they're not willing to meet you, leave it there. Okay, now let's move on. If the prospect says no, I am not interested, no biggie. Don't go and fight. Do you know what some people do? Guys, I have had a lot of people who have told me no. In fact, I have registered 138 people, but I've had over, and listen please, I've had over 1,000 people reject me. I didn't tell you about that part, did I? Because I don't focus on that part. I have registered over 138 people, but over 1,000 of them have rejected me. They've told me I'm a waste paper. Some of them have told me I don't have a proper life. Some of them told me that I'm a crook. Some of them have insulted me, insulted my family. I don't care. I don't care. Guys, ego is your problem. Ego. The more I get the no, I'm charged. I'm a doctor and I'm a professor in multiple universities. And so what? And so what? And so what? Jesus was everything. And yet he had to die. He had to be killed naked. Have you been killed naked? See, sometimes we attach too much emotions into this. You are just a messenger to give a message to the person. If the person is not happy with it, move on to the next. If the person is not happy, move again to the next. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. You see, because I've been moving, I've spoken to over 1,000 people before getting the 138. Have you spoken to 500 people? Spoken to yourself, spoken to, presented to them. And that is the issue. So it's about numbers game. Now, how do I get a people? We've already learned on that. Okay, I go to social media, engage them, build a relationship. It is work. It is work, but it's a good work. It's hard work. It pays work. And so when I get, right now, I have over 4,000 people. So if somebody rejects me, I move on to the next. If somebody rejects me, I move on to the next. I'm going to the next. I'm going to the next. Meanwhile, I don't leave these people. Occasionally, I find out, how are you doing? How is your family? How is the weather? How is your job? How is the economy? You see, I bring certain things that will shake their foundation. You understand? How is your income going? It appears you are looking good. It appears life is treating you well. It appears you are having a good time in Hawaii. It appears were you the one I saw on social media in Maldives? The person will say, what? Maldives? Me? I don't have the money to go to Maldives. So come on, you look like somebody, because the last time I told you about this project, you didn't want to do, because you look like you were okay. It looks like you are okay. Then they start to think. Okay, well, this whole project thing, what was it even about? All of the people that I spoke to, all of them that didn't reject me, some of them are the ones that have accepted me. Those that rejected me, some of them have accepted. So if somebody says I'm not interested, no biggie. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. Benjamin, let me tell you some secrets. I have received more rejection over 10 times the people I have registered. I have been rejected over 10 times more than the people that have accepted me. So if 100 people have accepted me, 1,000 people have rejected me. That's what I'm saying. And it is a truth. It is a truth. Go and ask all the people who have registered more. They will tell you that a lot have rejected them. The only difference is that they have more people to deal with. They have more people. They keep going. And you will shock them. Many of it. Good point, Dorothy. You will shock them. See, some of the people who didn't listen, some of them are coming now, isn't it? Some are hearing the good news that is coming. Some are hearing the good news that is coming. That's why they are here. That's why they are coming. That's why they are here. It will happen. And guys, don't worry. You will be gold by the time people come. You'll be making at least your $1,000, your $2,000. Do you know that you can make a maximum of $20,000 on the match check cycle on one person? So imagine you have 20 people and you are match checking on each one of them 20,000 maximum, 20,000 maximum, 20,000 maximum, 20 people. That is $200,000 every month. Can you understand that? Can you get that? That is just one income. That's just one out of the 8 income streams, man. Do you know where you are standing? You are standing on an acre of diamonds. So if somebody rejects you, are you bothered about that? Yeah. Do you have the ability to foresee what is unseeable? Man, swallow your ego. There's a book I have. It says, Ego is your enemy. That's the book I have. It's called Ego is Your Enemy. Do not listen to the negatives. We listen to the story of the frog, whom everybody was and they didn't know that he was deaf, and the frog could not hear anything. Okay, when he wanted to jump, people, some of the enemies of progress, they thought, you can't jump, but they didn't know that the frog was deaf. The frog was hard on hearing, and so whilst they were saying that you can't jump, the frog didn't hear it, and he jumped. Shocked them all. Be deaf to their statements. You got to enjoy the no's. I'm telling you. You got to enjoy them. I have enjoyed the no's. I don't even see them as no's. I see them as moi. When you tell me no, there was a man, a very rich man. He's registered actually. Okay. And then this man told me that, oh, forget about this nonsense. I'm not interested. And I started laughing. He said, why are you laughing? I said, because you said you are not interested. And then he said, and I said, I'm not interested. So you are laughing. I said, yeah, because it's your loss. It's your loss. I know you are going to lose. He says, what do you know I'm going to lose? I said, I know you're going to lose. And that day he registered. Because I was so confident in what I'm saying that I didn't care about his no. His no turned to yes. Guys, you see, people sense you. They smell your fear. They smell your struggle. They smell it. If you are success bound, it doesn't matter what that person says, you will do well. Let's move on. So, how can you weather the storms and be able to use these principles? Build you. And I'm going to show you the tips that will help you to build you. The difference between you and I, the difference between you and the other leaders, the difference between those who are moving on fast and those who are not moving on fast is because those who are moving on fast are building themselves. Let me tell you things I do that build me. I go to fearlessmotivation.com every day. I watch 5 videos. The videos are no more than 10 minutes long. Some of them are 2 minutes, some are 4 minutes, some are 5 minutes, some are 10 minutes. I watch 5 every day. I put them here. There's a guy called Myron Golden. He teaches the principles of wealth creation and business. I listen to him once every day. I read books. I'm now on a 77th book, okay, called a book by Goddard called The Path. The Path. I'm telling you things that will help you build you. If we were to be seen as muscular people, guys, I will be muscular like this because I have built my brain on this business. You see the slides I'm showing? I had to prepare the slides because I know I'm going to talk about building yourself. I needed to bring a muscular person to show that it takes hard freaking work. I understand that. I need to go to Google, search for a picture that reflects the statement that I want to put across. It is hard freaking work. And so whilst I was teaching today, I was thinking about what picture am I going to use? I have to put it all together and write a statement before I come and show to the crowd. It is work. It is work. You can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic. Write it down, please. Somebody should write it down for me. You can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic. You can't sell dreams looking like a nightmare. You can't do that. It's against the principles of wealth creation. It is even ungodly. It is ungodly to do that. And so you want to be, you can't insult the wealthy people that you want to be wealthy and you don't want to do the things that makes them great. Bill Gates reads books every week. Every week. Guys, build you. If I were you, I don't watch. When Chris and Tammy are teaching, I don't just watch, I make notes. Guys, if I should show you my notes, I have I have about 7 books on this business. One of the book is about 900 and something pages. Notes that I made, Word document. One of them alone is about 930 something pages. I learn. I understand that where I'm going requires trudging, toddling, and before you get to the big time, it requires hard freaking work, not on anybody, on you. You are the one people are going to follow. Can you do, for example, the training that I'm doing now? You see, when you are talking to the person feels you that if I join this guy, is this guy going to really help me to do well in this business? He feels, he tells himself. So you want me to join you? This guy wants me to join him. Look at him. He doesn't even look it. He doesn't look it. And so you want to build you. Now, once you are building you, then you bring the person to the leaders who are doing that. But don't bring the person to the leaders whilst you leave yourself. Okay? Because some of you will be here and will be here and will be here. You don't build you. You got to build you. So you see that sometimes even when the leader helps the person to join the business, the person leaves because the person still doesn't see any growth in you. Some of you have been coming here for months and weeks. You are not participating in the conversation. People are chatting on the page. People are messaging. People are commenting. Some of you are watching. They are only watching. They are only watching. They are only watching. They are only watching. Justin is making some incredible information here. Okay. Only watching, only watching, only watching, only watching. Some are not participating. Guys, if it is in you, it will show. If there is light in you, you don't hide it under the carpet. You don't hide it under the table. It will reflect. It will shine, and the people will see it. You will show your mental maturity on social media. You will put a message on social media. People will give a thumbs up. Okay, I remember I had to put information on social media. Nobody was giving me a thumbs up. And I kept doing it and I kept doing it and I kept doing it and kept doing it. And then people started noticing. It has to be like that. You got to build yourself up. I'm telling you. So you got to package all of these things that I'm showing you and then go and rehearse. Do you know that I have to rehearse what I'm doing today? Guys, can you imagine? I rehearse what I'm doing today. I stood in front of my mirror here and then I rehearsed, talking to myself, talking to myself, talking to myself. Yeah, I rehearsed. I rehearsed. I am fearless. I don't fear because I have rehearsed. I don't fear because I have built me. I don't fear because what is inside me is bigger than what is outside of me. Anybody that rejects me is outside of me. What is me in is bigger than what is out me. And so if you reject me, it is you are rejecting yourself. And they sense it. Guys, they sense it. Guys, they sense it. You see, you've been speaking to that guy, he's not listening to you. If I go and speak to that guy, he will listen to me. I'm telling you. One lady did that. She gave me 2 people. I spoke to the 2 people the other day, okay, and the 2 people registered the next day. She said, Doc, how did you do it? It's not because I'm Doc. They don't know me. But it's the authority that is issuing out of me. Because I have built me already. See, guys, please, when you want to build a tall building, you need a very deep foundation. The tallest building in the world is called the Burj Khalifa. That Burj Khalifa is when I was standing in it, I asked one of the engineers, how deep is the foundation of the Burj Khalifa? The man told me that nobody has asked this question before. Where are you from? Okay, I told him I'm from Ghana. He said, why? come and address the issue this guy is talking about. So the chief engineer came and then told me that this Burj Khalifa, the foundation is made up of 15 floors of a building. The Burj Khalifa is over 100 feet into the sky. It is so high that the time zones on those living on the highest floors are different from the time zones on those living on the down floors. The Burj. You know the lesson I took from that when he told me it's 15 floors deep. 15 floors deep. I said to myself, in order to build a tall building, you need a deep foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, how deep is your foundation? If your foundation is weak, your superstructure will be weak. And how do you deepen that foundation? Learning, Hosea 4:6, is the foundation of all assets. And so from today, and I've given you the tips. For now, don't sell God back up to people. Never sell God back up to anybody unless you are already sitting down with a person. If the sitting down doesn't work, do Zoom. If the Zoom doesn't work before you do call, it's in that order. Sit down first with the person. If that doesn't work, do Zoom. If that Zoom doesn't work, do a call. All of this is you yourself. You know that. It's you yourself. Nobody is with you. If you have not built yourself enough to be able to do any of this, call an authority who will do it for you. But you see, the authorities too, they have life. So you can call him, then another person calls him, then this one calls him. That person has life. So if you call me, somebody's calling me, somebody's calling me, I have life. So what I would rather do is that I will rather put all of them together. The leader will put all of them together, and then the leader will speak to all of them at a go. That's why we have a presentation for you to bring that person. When they are coming to that person, don't leave them. You yourself got to attend the presentation. You got to show up. You got to show up and take notes, because next time you have to speak to the persons yourself. You got to find a way. If you want the slides, we'll give you the slides, and then do that. If you follow this principle, ladies and gentlemen, you will do so well. But you see, it takes time. I am where I am now because it has taken me a longer time. I've been in a similar business before. During those times, I read books and read books and read books and built myself and built myself. Today, I'm able to do what I'm doing. For you, if you are willing to build yourself, we will train you. You can see that these days I've been training with some of the leaders. Okay, some of the leaders are presented. I present with them. I work with them. I train them before they come and train you. If you want to be part of that, be part of this. Thing is building you. It's building your capacity, building your zeal, building your momentum. Now, to move on immediately, to get your 10 people, this is what you should do. Make a list and then decide that you are going to invite all of the people. Every day, invite 10 people. Every day, invite 10 people towards our presentation, towards the Friday presentation that Tammy will give, towards the Sunday presentation that we will give you. Invite more people. Invite more people. And use that invitation that I've given you here to invite them. I have good news for you. It's incredible news. You have to see it. If you have learned the presentation, go and present it for the person. If you haven't learned the presentation, invite the person to come and see it. We will do the heavy lifting for you. And then as these things are going on, be present and be learning. Be present, because you can't continue like this when you are not presenting. Guys, be ready and willing to burn yourself. Read a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Okay, Alfred Marshall, okay, said to his team, we either win or we perish. And that is what I have seen in this business. I have to win. I have to win. I have to win. Please type it there. I have to win. You have to win. You got to prove to people who said you will never make it. The first person who said you will never make it is you yourself. You got to prove to yourself and not to anybody. Prove to yourself and not to anybody. You got to be gold. You got to be gold. You got to be gold by the end of this this month, by the end of June, either one of them, you got to be gold. You got to be gold. You got to be gold. You got to decide and tell yourself, I'm going to be gold. Come hell, high water, no matter what. I will die before I don't win. I will do whatever I can to win. I will learn if I have to learn. I will fight if I have to fight. I will tell the world. People will reject me, I'm ready. People will ban me, I'm ready. Bring on the volcano. Bring on the intercontinental ballistic Kosovoic atomic missile. I'm ready. I will fight and make sure I get to gold in the next 30 days. And ladies and gentlemen, if you mean it, you will get there. Because here's the thing. People will make $10,000 in this go backup in the next few months. Watch it. Watch it. People here on this call will be making $100,000 in this go backup with a compensation plan that we have when it becomes operational from next month. When it becomes operational, I'm telling you, $1,000 will be nothing. $1,000 a month will be nothing. People here will make $500,000 in this go backup every month. So you got to train yourself. You got to be ready. You got to build you. You got to build you so that when these people are coming, you can talk to them. It's not that all the time somebody's going to talk to them for you. No way. Not everybody's going to talk to them. You got to talk to them. You got to win. You got to win. You got to win in your mind before you win outside of your mind. You got to win before. We are done. Thank you very much indeed for coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure having you. Okay. Thank you, Bibiana. Thank you, Enyaman. Thank you, Roland. Thank you, Evans. Thank you, Justin. Justin, you've been incredible. Thank you, Ziga. Guys, we have to go all in before we go all out. Okay. I've got so many things to do. The same way you got so many things to do, but we have to win. If we don't win, we have failed generations. We have failed our progeny. But I'm telling you, people here win. People here win. With or without me, Chris will win. With or without you, Randy will win. With or without Dorothy, I will win. We will win. People win. You better join the boat. You got to build you. And join the boat. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. We'll meet again tomorrow. Another feisty training from Evans is coming. Thank you for coming. And remember, until you win, people will laugh at you. But they will laugh at themselves. Because in retrospect, they will see you have won. Good day. Good evening.